Hey, I think we're live now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's still 1:59, so gonna wait like 1 minute for to be perfect, sharp on time.
Maybe I'll try to oh, I liked your page. Maybe like I'll try to share.
Yeah,
Share.
try see what's gonna happen. Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still on. Yeah, we are on we are on Facebook. Okay, it's
Okay.
our time. Nazreen, it's really a pleasure to have you today as my guest, and we're so excited to hear about your story today with the digital business. And you can start by just telling us about who you are, what's your background, what do you do in life.
Yes.
The mic is yours.
Thank you, Azza. Thank you for inviting me for this live on your page. And my name is Nasreen. I am actually originally from Lebanon, been living in the United States for more than 20 years now. I have two teenage kids, and I am a nurse originally. So I have been working in the healthcare field for, again, almost more than actually 25 years. And now,
Wow.
2 years ago, I was able to work part time. So that was something that I'm lucky that I'm able to do. And I've ventured many businesses. I'm always like adventurous, looking for for new things. Um, so that is in a nutshell who I am.
Yeah, awesome. And I think like being in the healthcare for 25 years, you said
Yes.
that's a long time. So there has to be something that happened usually in successful people's life. There usually has to be something that make a shift or a change to their life,
Yes.
something that may be too good or too hard that made you make think of this change. Would you like to share this with us?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I have advanced in my career. I have advanced, went up the career ladder up to a director position in healthcare, and I am successful. I love my job a lot. I do very well in it. At the same time, you realize after 20 years that the more you go up the career ladder, the more time you are spending away from your family, away from taking care of yourself. So there is a
Yeah.
peace, or there is a satisfaction in one place, but again, there's lots of sacrifices somewhere else. And that is one of the things that I always thought about. That was one of the things why I always wanted to try something where I'm working, I am being productive, I am being motivated, at the same time having some kind of time for myself, for my kids, for my house. So that's, I think, where that's how I think, and that's what made me look for other options where, like they say, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree.
so I think that's what I feel was the reason why I started looking for other options for me, where I still feel motivated, have that self satisfaction that I am producing, and at the same time enjoying my life.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's great. So, when exactly when you get the moment that you said like, okay, I need to think of another option, and why specifically choosing to work online?
I mean, I've been like entertaining the idea of being an entrepreneur and having my own business for, a few years now. And like I told you, I've tried several things. I ventured real estate. I did
Yeah,
MLM, like Mary Kay was one of them, and I love it still. But So there's lots of things that I have tried, and the goal was to have that being my own boss and still generating income and enjoying life. And then, just being on social media, now you see lots of advertisements, you see lots of people working online. And that's what made me think that's a great option, because all I want to do is stay home with my kids, work from home, be able to take them places, drop them at school. So instead of rushing every day and doing these things, that's the main thing that makes you look online is, can I do something from home?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's, I think, where, the internet or having an online business came about. In addition to that, somebody who I trusted was in it, which is my cousin.
Yes.
And that made me more encouraged to explore it. So that's important too, because, online, you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know if it's something real or not. So when you have somebody that's doing it, it makes you more comfortable. It makes you more trusting of that business or that process.
Yeah.
That's how I get into it.
Yeah, usually I hear you, because usually people get skeptical about the online businesses. I don't know how they still feel this way, because everything has shifted online and there is no reason why you feel it's not something real. But still, it's somehow not the traditional way of making money, right? So
Well, I mean,
it's a good.
Yeah. They say skepticism is good. It's good to be skeptical, because you need to be, with everything that's going out there on the internet, you have to be skeptical. And you need to do your research. You need to do some homework, basically, what we say.
I was just about to ask you, what advice would you give to those who are looking for business and opportunities online? How they figure it out, like if it's real or not?
Yeah.
Just small advice.
I think so. Now that I am more online on social media, I mean, I get lots of sponsored ads. We all do, especially those who, have interests in working online. So we get all of these ads, and I know that they're not scams. So it is not a scam. People are using social media to sell, right? Yeah. Whether it's a service, whether it's a product, people are out there trying to make a living and trying to use the online space to do that. So the most important thing, if you are somebody who is interested, is to do more research, and what we're doing now, this interview, being out there, is we do it for a purpose. It's not to say we are business owners and talking about the business. It's to show people that we are real. We are real people doing businesses, making money online, and it is real. So basically, that's how you also get credibility. So you can go on people's pages, on websites, and see if they are real or not, if they have followers, if their page is always active, if they have engagement. So all of these are things that are important to look into when you are exploring a business. And that's what you did when you started, and that's what I did when I started. Right?
Yeah, and also I think like looking at the value that someone might be able to give them when they join the business. That's by how by looking at their Facebook and their activities, how knowledgeable they are about they are doing, how excited, how passionate about their business. Like all this kind of stuff will show if they are going to be able to help them or not, right?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, again, it is a matter of if you really want it, you are going to find ways to know more about it.
Of course, yeah. So that comes to a question where now I'm wondering, like you're a mom of three kids, you're two kids, 2 kids. You're a nurse. you're a real estate investor and you have working on your properties and stuff. How do you find the time to do the online business as well? Like, give us a hint about how your day looks like.
Yeah. So I think, I started real estate before I started this business, and my goal was to basically be able to have an independent small business for myself with income and things like that. But then I realized how time consuming it is. I mean, especially when you're doing the work yourself, which I'm doing most of the things, it's exhausting. And when you are in your 40s or mid 40s, then your body doesn't like what you're doing anymore. So this year I felt the pain of being in real estate. And also, here's the thing. So having an online business, the nice thing about it is you don't need to spend the whole day working on it. I can put 2 hours a day. Of course, we start with training at the beginning and putting people are able to put 2 hours a day. Some people are able to put 4 hours. So you work it at your own pace. And I felt in the past years that I did not give it my full attention because I had other things outside, like the real estate and things like that. So my decision and my goal this year was to sell all the real estate properties that I have and focus on this online business.
Wow.
And then the interesting thing to say is that even with the small amount of time that I gave it, I was still able to be successful. I was still able to have partners in it and make money. So that's what I love about it is I can work anytime at my own pace and whenever I want, whatever I want. Like I'm going next month for the whole month down to visit my family in Lebanon, and I can work down
nice. Lucky you. Yeah, I think that's the reason why most of the people choose to work online. I'm one of them because I like traveling so much and I don't see myself spending the whole year in Canada. Why would I? I need to do other things in life, right? And most of us, like living in the States and in Canada, we have families in a different part of the world. So we need to be connected to them. We need to see them. And it's really very hard to do that with only 2 weeks a year if you're working a regular job, right? That's way too hard. Like it's not enough, right? Yeah. Okay. So now it comes to the point that we need to talk about the features of your online business. So what's I know that you said that you like the flexibility and you like that you have the freedom of time. You've mentioned all that, but we need to wrap up the reasons and the features of this specific business model.
Yeah. And I think that is very important. And I always focus on that when I talk about the online business. Not every online business is the same. Yeah. And what I love about the business that I'm in and the community and the team that we're in is it's like a full package that they give you. You come into the online space, nobody has experience. You didn't have experience. I didn't have experience. I'm a nurse. I've never had a business anyway in the beginning. I've never done marketing before. And here we are going into the online space. So you need that guidance and you need help to get through it. And that's what I love about, hey, Kareem.
Sorry.
That's okay. So that's what I love about our business is it's a full package. It starts with training you step by step, video training on what to do, how to build your business and be successful on any social media platform. So this is an important feature. The other one is the very small investment that you have to make. If you are building or starting a small business, brick and mortar, just think about how much money you're going to put in it. You start a business online, it's a very small investment and there isn't any overheads. And I love that about my team is I don't have to worry about spending money on building a website or marketing, everything is there for me. From a technical perspective, there's a team for me that I don't have to pay a single penny, maybe $5, right? That's what sometimes.
I think it's $5 a year.
It's available for us. So that's the beauty of it. I mean, you can speak of other things that you like about this business, but these are very important two things for me.
Yeah, well, it's of course I have tried some businesses online like drop shipping and some other stuff, and nothing worked for me because of the reason you said about the team, the automation, and that everything is done for you, because you can't be expert in all the areas. Even if you learn marketing, you can't be learning marketing and managing websites. It's totally two different things. So you always need like some helping hands. That's what's amazing about our business, that you have everything ready and done for you, and just you need to learn how to set it up and manage it. So that's one thing that I have tried online. The other thing that I really like so much is that it's legit, and eventually you can register it, and eventually you can have your incorporation, which is something like really solid and legit, and you pay taxes for it, mostly in most countries. That makes me feel more trusting to this business. And the community, for sure. That's the most amazing part of it, because you
tell the story how you and I met. So
yes, we went there, and I have been through I've been in other communities, online businesses, which is affiliate marketing and drop shipping, and we have same groups, but no, I didn't get this kind of culture in anywhere.
Exactly.
So when you reach out to anybody in the community, as I reached out to Nisreen before to help me, and she was like, okay, like, there is no question about it. They all help each other, and that's amazing. So yet you are a business owner, but you're not alone, which is amazing. So you get to know from the experience of others and how they done mistakes, so that you can avoid it and make the journey shorter, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. So last thing, I know we still have like 5 minutes. I just want you to tell people now who are kind of skeptical or afraid to take an action to jump into the online space in general. So what kind of advice would you give them? How this changed your life as a person?
Yeah, I think like I always think about it is, first of all, I mean, anybody I think who's serious about really starting a business, they're going to venture and try that. That's for sure. The other thing is we need to have the courage to do that. I mean, it is scary out there. I know that, but again, there's lots of information that you can get out. There's lots of things that you can research and find out before you commit to anything. And that's basically what we provide. You and I and 8,000 of us, we were on,
85.
85,000, but other business owners, yes, but 85,000 in the team that said, I want to see what this is about. Yes, that's true. But the business owners, I think it's a little bit more than 8,000 now. We are part of this community and team that we got into the business. We are business owners now in it. And it took some courage to say, I want to see this. I want to see what this is about. If it's not for me, I can just, leave, no questions asked. But I think it's worth looking into. We can't discuss here everything to say why we got in it and what is the financial benefit and all of this, but there's a lot in it. Even down to your offsprings, you can pass that financial income even.
Yeah.
So that's
amazing.
Important things about our business. That's why I encourage everybody to have the courage to just at least look into it. And when we say change your life, yes, it has changed the lives of many, men and women around the world. This is a global business, and we have seen it. You can see it when you sign up and get into our team and see those people who have just changed their lives 360 degrees. It's amazing. This is not an overnight business, of course. It's not overnight you're going to be making money. You're going to build it like it's a baby, and you are growing it. So basically, like any small business, it's going to go through those cycles till you get and achieve what you want.
Just the difference that in any kind of regular small business, you really need to work hard. But here you just need to be smart. Right? That's what I like about it. Well, I have always thought of having my own business in Canada, but I was thinking that I will be a slave to this business. So I'll have to spend day and night there with my family and to be able to provide and make the business like, stand up on its feet. So I didn't like this lifestyle for myself. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Nasreen, it's really a pleasure to have you today. Thank you so much for sharing all this information and being open about your experience and your story. That's really great. It's good for everyone to know about us and how our life changed from just regular employees to business owners, right? And having this kind of freedom and flexibility and of course financial freedom that comes eventually with this business. As you said, it's not overnight. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, guys. Just so you know that's very important to know. It's a business that needs passion, that needs work, but smart work, not hard work. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Nasreen. I'll let you now go enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for being here. Have a good day. Bye.